Shabushi douchey daddy.
Shabushi.
We're back with the Put Your Phone Away. It's Movie Time Podcast. Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the earth. What did you say?
I just said that he pounded that chicken thing.
Obi pounded some chicken,
Yeah,
which
go
is
out
great.
clean.
I love it. We need all the Obi. Obi is our mascot. Has been named the mascot of the show. I thought I was funny looking enough to be it, but I'm not. We're back here. This is episode 3.
Yeah.
You know, most podcasts don't make it past episode 1.
Meaning they don't ever start, or they just do one and they're done.
I mean, you could say either way,
Fair.
whatever you want to call it. Obviously, I am Seth. I am here with Landon and Jackson. And then we've got, this is so exciting. We actually got 2 guests on today, which is so cool because I'm so sick of hearing Jackson talk about movies and how his movie opinions are just like bad. So we brought guests on so that they can also agree with me on his bad movie opinions. So, and do one of you guys want to introduce? What are we doing?
Yeah, I'll introduce them. So today for our special guests, we're welcoming on the show mine and Landon's sister, Shaylee, and her husband, Jordan. Shout out to them. Thank you for joining us. They also have their dog, Queenie, so welcome to her. Queenie the Cavapoo on Instagram, if anyone wants to give her a follow. I think TikTok as well.
Let's go.
Yeah, shout out to them. Thank you guys for jumping on with us. Today, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong here, host Seth, I think we're going to go over comfort movies, right? Is that the topic of the day?
Yes, comfort movies. Okay. And we originally last week we had talked about doing comfort movies just from childhood.
Okay.
But then about 5 minutes ago, Jackson asked me if it was from childhood or not. And I said, no, it can be from any time. Then he goes, oh, well, yours is going to be Steve Jobs. And I go, we're really doing this again? Also, shout out to the guy that actually worked on the Steve Jobs film that commented on our TikTok where Jackson was literally talking so much crap on the Steve Jobs film that this poor man worked so hard on day and night, poured his heart into this movie. And then Jackson, he sits there and he talks crap on it.
Look,
Just disgraceful.
Shout
dude.
out to you, kind sir. I talked crap on the movie, not on you. I'll never talk crap on you as a person, but I will talk crap on the movie that you worked on. And maybe that's a flaw. My bad.
I think you owe it a second watch. Just
I think
because
I
of that.
do. I think I do owe it a second watch, and I have committed to that. I think I committed to that about a year and a half ago.
You did.
Still have not followed through, but I have watched a lot of other movies for Seth.
Yes.
Speaking of, we just watched
Social Network.
The Social Network,
which is
last
the
night.
same writer as Steve Jobs. And I think you're going to like Steve Jobs when you rewatch
The
it.
Social Network was a banger. I was like, I know, I mean, it was made for this, but like, I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Yeah.
The score was just like, it made it feel like I was going to war with these people, you know?
Yeah. Well, and I think we all take the same message from the end, and that's just that Mark Zuckerberg is just a great guy.
That's crazy. Mark
and
Zuckerberg
he's never done anything
can
wrong.
choke.
Isn't that right? Wait, is that not what you guys got out of that movie?
Mark can go.
You guys, we love billionaires.
Mark, I'm sorry, you can choke unless you let me live on your however hundreds of acres in Hawaii, then we could be friends.
Honestly, if that's the price you can be bought at, I respect it. Have you guys seen The Social Network?
No, not yet.
That's okay.
But eat the rich, am I right?
Oh, that's facts.
Eat the rich.
Except,
That is
Except
true.
for
except
what-
Andrew Garfield.
Except for one day when we're rich, don't come
Then
for us.
eat with the rich.
Yeah, then you can eat at our table.
The truth is, if I was a billionaire, I want to know why I'd be a billionaire. Like, what would I do to get there?
OnlyFans.
If I was the first OnlyFans billionaire, that would be exquisite. The kind of content I could sell online.
Just the feet.
Honestly, you
Hopefully.
just put a live cam 24/7 in my bedroom. That's $1 million business right there.
I mean, you're not wrong.
The Truman Show, but you know about it.
Yeah. Okay, guys, come on.
All right.
We've got guests.
Okay,
Let's
sorry,
get
sorry,
back
sorry.
to it. But Social Network is great.
This dog is biting the shiz out of my hand right now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Dang. Well,
Should we jump into it?
let's jump into it. I like that idea. Keep the show moving. So we're going to talk about comfort movies. Obviously, what we kind of hope is just we'll go around, we'll each name one or two of our comfort movies, and honestly just discuss. Like, for me, I think it's fun just knowing why these movies comfort you. Like, I know one of mine is really weird, and I can explain very well why it comforts me, but I also want to hear everyone else's. Who wants to start?
I'll go.
Should we go Landon and then we can throw it to the guests?
I like it.
All right. My comfort movies, kind of the same as my top 4. There's 3 of them. The 3 Mighty Ducks movies. Those 3, for whatever reason, I mean, I watched them a million times growing up, but every time it's just like, yeah, these are my boys. I feel safe here. I know exactly what's going to happen, and they deserve everything that happens. They deserve to win. Now, another one that's kind of random, and it's not a childhood one, but it's like more of a recent one, and it's Moana.
Ooh.
Moana 1.
This one. It's nice.
I think it's the music goes crazy.
Lynn ate.
Lynn did eat.
He ate down on that soundtrack.
But also I think it's like the message of it is like, I don't know. I just resonate with the message of Moana. That's kind of like, I see it as like, you stay here, you're not going to progress. You got to get out and try things, get out there and do what you got to do. And, it's a fun ride.
That's a
But-
good pick.
Yeah. So, I mean, those, I guess it's essentially 4, but I put the Mighty Ducks into 1 and then Moana.
You guys are having me watch the Mighty Ducks this weekend.
Oh, we're doing a marathon because he's never seen them.
We're doing the Mighty Ducks marathon. Seth Orris has never seen the Mighty Ducks.
This is the craziest thing
Wow,
I've ever heard.
Seth.
Dude.
And he claims to be a movie fan. Isn't that insane?
You're going to learn today.
Yeah,
who
isn't
Charlie,
that insane? The
who
one
Charlie
person,
Conway is.
the kid who went to movie school, film school, never seen the Mighty Ducks. Like, come on now.
It just means that I get to experience them this weekend. Can't that be good enough for you?
I mean, you will always be good enough for me, Seth.
It's going to be great.
I appreciate that.
Dude.
Even though, never mind. I've done enough of that bit. I was gonna do another Mark
Steve Jobs.
Zuckerberg
Oh.
bit, but I won't do it. I don't like Mark Zuckerberg. Just to be clear, for those of you who cannot tell sarcasm through a mic. I mean,
Fair.
if he wanted to be friends with me, would I be friends? Probably.
Yeah, but look at what happened to his best friend.
Yeah, his best friend is now worth $9 billion.
19 billion.
$19 billion.
But look at what he had to go through to get his name back on
Look,
the Facebook
if Mark
website.
Zuckerberg will just pay my 2024 taxes for me, I will literally, I'm not going to be like a fan, but I will at least acknowledge that like he did
So
something.
it's probably less than a penny for him, realistically.
I
like,
know,
thinking
dude.
about
That's
it.
the problem with these billionaires, man. We should all just, okay. No, but moving forward, okay, great pick. So the Mighty Ducks and Moana.
Yeah.
Moana is a very good one. Honestly, I wouldn't have expected that pick, but I feel like that's a really good one.
It's because all I want is a little house on Hawaii.
Oh, I do know.
Hawaii,
that.
to be
Kauai.
specific.
Well, we need to figure that out because they need to
Yeah.
build a movie theater in Kauai first.
We
Yeah.
can
Wait,
open one ourselves.
That's fair.
The
True.
It's Movie Time Theater.
I'm into that. I'm into that.
Yeah.
We make people put their
Yeah.
phones in bags. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
We went and saw Moana. The voice, the actress that plays Moana,
Oh.
she's on Cabaret right now. Broadway.
Ooh.
Absolutely demolishes it. Yeah, it was
Talent.
It was super.
Yeah.
It was
Is it safe
super
to say
good,
that she wipes
incredible.
ass?
I would say you have to see her and you have to see it.
Yeah, I do. I actually want to second Jackson's question. I don't know if you guys heard it. Is it safe to say that she absolutely wipes ass with her performance and leaves no shit behind?
Yeah, there was no boo boo on the stage. There was nothing left. She
Left
ate
no
it
crumbs.
down.
Ate it down.
Left no crumbs.
Slade.
Slade,
I
used the
love it.
bidet, made sure it was all clean up in there. There was nothing left. She
Oh,
did
man.
everything she
She's a
needed.
bidet user.
We got to
I'm
go
in.
to New York.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'll tell you this much. First of all, I think I've said 2 cusses this far in the episode. Would like to apologize to anyone out there that may or may not keep count of the amount of cusses that I do in a show. But no,
I didn't.
that's sweet, man. I'm so jealous that you guys are in New York and can just go see stuff like that because it's just so good.
Her and Adam Lambert, they're the stars of the show, and
Oh,
they
yeah,
both
yeah.
they both killed it.
American Idol Adam Lambert?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, go off,
Yeah,
King.
Oh, Adam Lambert's great.
I didn't know he was on Broadway though.
Why was I thinking about the guy from that other one, The Voice Show? What's that guy's name?
Adam Levine?
Adam Levine.
Maroon 5?
They're definitely different people,
Very different.
but they do sound the same name.
Pretty close.
All right. Thank you for acknowledging and accepting me.
I'm out.
All right. It's y'all's turn. So, whichever one of you guys wants to go first, hit us with the magic of your comfort.
Okay, so first when I thought comfort movies, I thought of Christmas, just because it was barely Christmas. My Christmas comfort movie is I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Saw that coming a mile
Jonathan.
away.
Yeah, that Jordan always laughs at me because we always have to watch that. And I think it's my comfort movie probably because I watched it with my brothers growing up.
Yeah,
So it
'cause-
just brings
'cause
me back home.
JTT is that
And,
guy.
I mean, it's a banger. Funny,
Right.
it's entertaining, got romance in it, it's got all the things. Christmas, magic. It's a
Also,
good
you
one.
used
Not
to
bad.
watch that movie in like July. So,
I watched
Still
Fred
good.
Claus in July.
fair.
Fred Claus. Okay, look, that's a great pick. I am so into that pick. Fred Claus starring Vince Vaughn as Santa Claus's brother, who's kind of naughty. Come on.
I'm going I'll Be Home for Christmas over that.
Yeah, I'll Be Home for Christmas. Jessica Biel?
I've never seen I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Really?
This is our call to get Jonathan Taylor Thomas back into acting.
Jonathan, I know that you'll probably never hear this and you're off doing big things with your life, but please come home. We miss you.
For Christmas.
Yeah. It's your moment. Your moment to come back.
No, that's a good pick. I'll watch it. Now
Do
I
it,
got
yeah.
another movie on my watch
Add
list.
it to the list.
We'll see if it brings me. That's the one with the poster is the kid in the Santa hat.
Yeah,
In the desert.
in the desert. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Desert Santa Buzzard Tumbleweed.
I've seen the poster. I've seen the movie.
Not
Yeah.
quite.
Jessica Biel's in the
Yeah.
movie.
And
Yeah.
How old is
to
she?
top it all off, the end song is In Sync. It's the best Christmas song out there still to this
True.
day. So
Ooh.
Can't forget.
Merry Christmas.
I thought you were doing the. Gracie Abrams song for a second.
holidays.
Okay, I'm gonna watch the movie and I'll be back with a review.
Yeah.
Fair. All right. What's number 2?
number 2, oh my goodness. Lately, as I've aged in my life, I think my second comfort movie is, and I think this is going to shock everybody but Jordan, Crazy Rich Asians. I love that movie. Every
a great
flight I
movie.
get on, if it's
Yeah.
on there, I watch it. Makes you happy, makes you cry. It's got the romance.
Mm.
The cinematography in Singapore is top notch.
Yeah,
Makes you
it's
want to
great.
go there.
Yeah.
So I don't think anyone saw that one coming except Jordan, but that's one of my comfort ones for sure.
Fun fact, I also did watch that movie for the first time on an airplane.
Really?
Yeah.
I think most people did, honestly.
Honestly, I watched it. That was back when I was in my critic days. I had a media pass, and I got to see it like a week or two early. And I remember sitting there, and I have never seen an audience have so much fun with a movie, and I loved it. I cried, I laughed. I literally, oh my gosh. Okay, when she's walking down the aisle and the water rises at the wedding
Years.
and the music, every single time, it literally is like, I just want to be a husband so bad, but I want to be the one walking down the aisle like that.
There you go. Magic.
Yeah, you'll have your moment. you just do the role reverse, right? You walk down the aisle, she waits for you.
I'm a
Or
feminist.
he,
I think she
we
deserves
don't-
to
we
stand
don't-
up there in the tux. I want to wear a dress.
I mean, it is
There you
2025.
It's my wedding, and I want it
Let's
now.
go.
No, that's a great. That's
Seth,
a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sethzilla, Bridezilla coming
Sethzilla
out.
is insane. I do definitely have a list that I made when I was 12 of everything that I need to have in my wedding and at my wedding.
Okay,
A
go
girl
off.
can dream.
Yeah, that's kind of sick.
Thank you.
Yeah, respect.
That's a great pick, though. That's like a really, I would never expect that to be a pick from someone, but I can 100% see why that would be a comfort movie. I love it.
It's so, yeah. I love that one. Makes you happy in your heart every time.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only movie where I don't dislike Aquafina's voice.
Aquafina's great in that movie.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, Jordan, what do we got? What do we got for the comfort?
Comfort movies. First one maybe flies a little bit under the radar, might date me a little bit, but Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey.
Okay.
Anger.
For me, that one, man, when Shadow comes, spoiler alert,
Yeah.
when Shadow comes back over that hill after Sassy and Chance make it home and he's limping, bro, there's nothing better. There's nothing better in my heart.
Honestly, legendary poll right there.
It's a great poll.
That is a really good poll.
Does the dog die in Homeward Bound?
No,
No.
none of them.
Say that.
Okay. Okay, sorry, I just forgot. What's the one? Old Yeller.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Old
yeah.
That's
Yeller,
my comfort
yeah,
film.
we don't-
Old
Oh,
Yeller is
yeah.
not
Oh,
your
yeah.
comfort film.
they shoot it up.
Also, though, I just
Yeah.
barely realized that the other dog, Chance, is Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox
Blew my mind.
with me.
All right, what's number
Slightly.
2? That's a good pick. That is a legendary poll.
I say second comfort movie. Oh man, to me might be a hot take, but Rocky 4. I love Rocky 4. Could watch it anytime. You know, when he's in the snow and he's training and he's got the beard, and oh, yep, I'm ready. I'm ready to go to war. And after, I mean, you just feel good. Hey, I could overcome anything. It's time.
See, I can see that. That's how I would feel about Creed 2, though.
So good.
Creed
Me
2's
too.
Creed 2, I mean, really is the
It
sequel
is,
to
it is
Rocky,
Rocky
4.
4. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It is the Rocky 4 of the Creed series. Rocky 4, I will say it, okay, hot take, it's the best of the Rockies,
No, it is.
okay?
Well,
is.
I don't know if that's necessarily a hot take.
No, everyone says Rocky 1.
Well, we talked about this yesterday.
But that's not, no, Rocky 1's really good,
Rocky 1
Jax.
is great. I'm not saying it's not great.
Okay,
It's not Rocky 4,
I don't
though.
want to fight with you.
It's not Rocky 4.
In Rocky 1, there's a little bit of some sexual advances Rocky makes on his wife. He's like standing there in the doorway, kind of like lean there. I don't know. We are feminists. We respect women's boundaries. There's a little bit of some things that probably aren't appropriate for 2025. So I have to put it number 2.
It's true.
Fair. Fun fact, Shaylee watched the Creed movie, first Creed movie. After the movie, she said, "Is this based on a true story?"
Basically, it
A
is.
girl
yeah.
can dream.
A girl can dream. Honestly, the Creed movies are better than the Rocky movies.
Oh, for sure.
Well,
They are. They are.
Rocky 4 is as good. Well, what's the best Creed movie? I want everyone to say the best Creed movie.
2. Creed 2.
All
2's great. 4. It's got to be 4.
Rocky 4.
Yes.
No, what's the best
I love
Creed
Creed.
movie?
Creed movie. Oh, I love 1. I love 1.
Good pick.
That's on my list right there.
Hey,
Number
look,
1.
I'm an anime fan. Creed 3 heavily influenced by anime. Michael B, big anime guy. Creed 3 fight scenes, bangers.
That's fact.
The couch
But-
that we're sitting on right now, also in the Creed 3 movie. So,
The only
Oh,
thing
nice.
about Creed 3 is I was never scared of him to fight him. Creed 2, I was like, you are going to die.
Oh, dude, I was scared
he
of him to
almost
fight
died.
him.
In the third one?
Jonathan
wasn't.
Majors looks stacked.
No, he does. But, like, do you know what I'm saying, though?
Also, he's a criminal.
No.
He's hardwired.
But
In the
According to-
movie, not in real life.
we won't
guys.
get into the real
Yeah,
life
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Not in
I
real
don't know
life,
what's
guys.
going on.
Jonathan
got
Majors
cleared.
apparently is innocent.
Yeah.
We're not getting into that here.
He's
though.
in-
But
But
yeah.
like, set him free. Let him be Kang again.
Facts.
Yeah. Anyway, Creed 2.
Creed
That's
2
one.
is a banger movie, though.
I
It is.
think Creed 1 is my pick. I think Creed 1, Ryan Coogler just has the most sure hand. And Sylvester Stallone in Creed 1 is so good. Like,
So, yeah.
next level good. And it's a tragedy that he didn't win Best Supporting Actor for that movie. Well, also, spoiler alert, I also kind of love when they lose. Okay? Like, I like when Rocky loses at the beginning of in Rocky 1. Like, I like that these heroes, like, I love movies that show us relatable heroes. And they also show us that, like, hey, they don't always win, but what's important is what they've done to get to where they are. And I think that's why I like Creed a lot. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
But what if the Little Giants would have lost, dude?
The Little Giants would have lost, we would have rioted.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes they got to win.
And that's why they didn't lose.
Well, that's a kid's film. We're talking about adult structure.
Hey, don't ever talk bad about the Little Giants.
In what world did I talk bad about the Little Giants? Don't you ever talk bad about Paddington, dude?
I gave it 4 stars.
He gives Paddington 2 4 stars. Like all this, like that means anything. Oh my
Choke.
gosh. I will
All
not
right,
choke.
All right. All right. No. Who's up? Who's up?
Sorry about that.
Would you like me to go next, or do you want to go next?
What do you want?
Do you want to rock, paper, scissors for it, or should we just pick one?
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay,
I
you
won.
go.
Okay, so I have 2 comfort films. If you know how much of a freak I am, you probably have a good idea of what these are going to be. Probably not. I don't know. One of my comfort films is and always will be Kill Bill Volume 2. It is a movie that I can watch whenever. However, it is it's a blast of a movie. The violence is incredibly fun. Like, I don't understand why it's a comfort movie, but I can put it on at any time and it just makes me laugh. The violence is a lot of fun. The ending of that movie is really actually sweet, and I think it's probably the softest Tarantino movie of all time when it comes to like actual feelings and like genuine like human emotion, funny enough. And then yeah, has anyone here seen Kill Bill Volume 2?
A long time ago.
I have not seen it. It's
It's
on my
great.
list.
It's great, right?
It's great. It's comfort movie. That's a I feel like my heart rate gets up in that movie. That one's like amazing. And then you're like rooting for to get vengeance. I love it. That's a great pick.
Thank you. Maybe I'm a little bit of a freak because I like my heart rate up.
Maybe a little bit.
A little bit.
I don't like the way I said freak there, and I'd like to apologize to the audience.
You
You can
should,
cut
because
it
that
out.
was crazy.
No, it wasn't.
Just bleep it out.
The way that
Okay.
you
A
said,
little bit
maybe
of a-
I'm a little bit of a freak.
I didn't mean it
The
like that.
emphasis on the freak
He
was
was
just
hitting
kind
it.
of.
He was hitting it like.
It's been a
Aunt
weird
Petunia.
week. Okay, the U.S. government's trying to get me down.
Trying
Hey.
to get us all down. You paying attention?
Fight the man.
Fight the man. Fight the taxes.
We're gonna have to be overthrown.
I
at
paid
King
so much
soon.
in taxes last year. Why do I have to pay more?
It's the way of life.
I'm just trying to catch a flick.
Yeah.
We will be tomorrow.
I know. Okay, sorry guys. That one was my first. My second one, to the complete opposite spectrum.
When Harry Met Sally.
When Harry Met Sally is a good one,
Mm.
and I
Okay.
would go with that one, but I think more so than that, the interview with Vince
Really?
Vaughn and Owen Wilson. Fun fact, in the year 2023, so not last year, the year before, I watched the interview 198 times in 2023.
In 1 year?
I was having an incredibly hard year, And I would watch it like 2-3 times a day at home. I legitimately would go to work. I'd watch it once, like during work. Sorry. And then when I got home, I would put it on. And don't get me wrong, like I didn't watch it through like paying full attention every time, but it ran at least that 190 so odd times. And it is it's so funny, it's so good. I love Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson to death. And it's like the weirdest pick ever, but that is my other comfort film.
Okay.
No, that's not weird at all. My third comfort film would have been Wedding Crashers. I love
Oh, so
those two together. It's magic. I love those guys.
it is magic. I'm telling you. I love Wedding Crashers too. Wedding Crashers. Oh, those are good movies. Honestly,
good.
those two together. I feel like Owen Wilson is just always good. He's in this film with Jennifer Lopez called Marry Me, where on stage she like proposes to him or whatever in the crowd, and then they fall in love. And all that proved to me is that like if you go to enough concerts with a sign that says marry me, you may get Jennifer Lopez.
You might. Also, I'm sorry to do this to you, Seth, but I think you might be either talking about The Internship with Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson.
Oh, that is, did I say The Interview?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
because
was
the interview
confused.
The Interview
is,
with Seth Rogen and
Seth
James
Rogen.
Franco.
Yeah, I was like,
My bad.
huh.
Apparently I don't like the film too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I
did
didn't-
not
I
watch
didn't-
it that many times.
Yeah, I didn't
Seth.
want to call you out for that because you said you watched it 190 something times or whatever in a year, but like,
Well,
And he does.
shit.
my bad.
I,
I couldn't be convincing the viewers because if you were to go look up The Interview for Vince Vaughn, you would never find anything
yeah. No,
except for literal interviews of Vince Vaughn. And
I
Owen
appreciate
Wilson.
you because I do get that. I get those two mixed up a lot. And I would like to apologize to the justice system of America. So,
Also, did we watch this movie in California?
which one?
The Internship.
No.
No.
Where did I watch this movie?
I don't know. Probably every night of your life because of how much fun it is, how good it is.
It's a good movie. It is.
It's honestly like the worst of their movies, but it's so good. There's a scene. Oh, no. They play Quidditch in the movie too. It's like a Harry Potter sequel. Okay, Jax, give us
Okay.
your two.
My two comfort movies, I went more so, I guess from when I was younger, but also I had a period in high school where every night before bed I had to turn on a movie, and I had this little TV. It was maybe like maybe a little bit bigger than like this MacBook that's on my lap right now, the screen, but it had a built-in DVD player. And every night before bed, I would either put in one of these two movies and watch it before bed. And it was like I would watch one of the movies for like a week and then switch it out for the other movie and then watch that movie every night for a week and then would just flip between the two. The first one being The Three Ninjas.
Banger.
My family could have guessed that probably pretty easily. Banger of a movie. Like it just goes so hard. If you've never seen it, watch it. It came out in 1992. It's about these three little kids who
Three ninjas, some might say.
yeah, some might say three ninjas. They learn karate from their grandpa and then they get abducted. And then
Not
they
by
have to
aliens.
not by aliens, by people. And then they have to fight their way out and it's just a good time, you know?
It's like Gone Girl.
Basically.
Yeah, pretty much, but with kids.
Yeah. No, she was right to do what she did.
Facts.
I actually heavily disagree with that. I'm sorry to interrupt this, but if anyone out there watches Gone Girl and thinks that Amy Dunn is the hero of that story, you're wrong, okay? Sorry, but keep going. Great
Anyway,
movie.
yeah, heavily recommend Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum. Love them to death. Wanted to be them when I was little.
Colt's the best.
Colt's a baller. Tum Tum's the best character. I'll argue it.
No.
I'll die on the hill. Just because I'm the youngest sibling, so is he. Anyway, next movie on my list. I don't know who would guess this. I don't think anyone would guess this, but Cars.
Banger.
I love Cars.
Mm.
Like, I mess heavy with Cars. I could watch it any moment, anytime.
Is that Owen Wilson's best film?
It's definitely not
Ooh.
Owen Wilson's best film,
Is
but
it top
What is
3?
Shanghai Nights?
Shanghai Nights is
Night of the
really good.
Museum?
I would have to.
Museum, yeah.
We should do that someday. We should do a ranking because I would have to think. But I mean, I'd put, for example, I'd put like Wedding Crashers above Cars. They're just completely different genres.
Yeah, but what catchphrase does Wedding Crashers have? Gotcha.
Okay, well,
Just kidding. I haven't seen that.
well, all I'm gonna say is this. I'm glad you like it. Honestly, Cars is great. After me and my ex broke up, I watched that movie like 30 times within like
Do you
20
remember
days.
when we were in California
Yeah.
and we karaoke'd Life is a Highway in
Now I'm
the
gonna
Tesla?
put to the distant shore. We won't hesitate to break down the garden gate. There's not much time left today. Yeah. Life is a highway. No, Cars is great pick. Cool. Those were fun.
Yeah, I guess.
That's really it. We talked about comfort films. Anyone have anything they'd like to add?
Well,
That's
for
great.
everybody who's going to listen to this podcast and see the clips on like social media and stuff, please leave your comfort movie in the comments.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I would love to see what your comfort movie is. Whether it be like your comfort movie as a kid or now. Throw that in there. Let us know.
And then
See
yeah,
if ones as somebody out there, right? Maybe.
I hope someone else has Kill Bill Volume 2. If any women out there have Kill Bill Volume 2
So
as
the
your
last time we thought that was a match, it was not.
No, but I will put this in. Yeah, if any women out there do love Kill Bill Volume 2, more specifically the last 30 minutes of the film, and they
Slide
feel
into
like
his DMs.
slide into my DMs. I am a struggling business owner who cannot take care of you for at least the next couple of years, but I can take care of you with love and affection.
And like I said, he needs a win, guys.
This he needs a win is absolutely insane.
He'd be winning all the time.
His Instagram is FSR_Seth Oris. Hit him up with the follow.
Yes, it is. Can you imagine if this is how I met my wife? My wife. Hey, this was a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for coming on and being part of the show. Hopefully, you guys had fun. I had a lot of fun. Sorry, I'm a weirdo.
Thanks for
fun.
having us
Yeah, thanks.
all the way from New York.
Thank you guys. We love you. And we'll see y'all soon. All right, y'all. So we just saw The Monkey. These are out of theater reactions. Obviously, we previewed it, Osgood Perkins' new movie. Super excited to chat about it. I'll give my brief 30 seconds thoughts. I think Osgood Perkins, after Long Legs in this, maybe one of the best voices in horror right now. I'm super excited to see what he does next. The film's a 5 out of 5 in my opinion. Lots of good kills, lots of good, just fun violence, and the movie is incredibly funny, and I really liked it. I was a big fan, and now we're gonna go to Landon for his thoughts.
Oh, is it going?
Yeah, it's going.
Oh, sweet. I give it a 4 out of 5. Great kills, great horror, great violence. One thing I gotta say, that girl would not be at that motel. Let's be honest. What was she doing there? I don't know.
It's actually a really good point. All right, Jax.
Big fan. I also gave it a 4 out of 5. One thing that I was afraid of was that the trailer gave a lot away, and it doesn't. And I loved that. I was not expecting it to be what it was, and I'm surprised and pleasantly surprised. So, would highly recommend for a lot of people to go see this movie. It's a good time. Really gory, really fun, really funny. Yeah, loved it.
I genuinely cannot recommend this movie enough. I don't think I've laughed that much in a movie. And I laughed at like the funny, like some of the kills are so horrendous. It's hilarious. I also just love when people die in movies. It's so funny to me. Maybe that makes me a bad person. Maybe that's why Kill Bill Volume 2 is one of my comfort films. But yeah, thanks for listening to the podcast this week. Again, I am Source19 on Letterboxd. Jackson is Jax, Jax Pete on Letterboxd, and Landon is Lando, Lando Pete on Letterboxd. And we will see you next week. Yeah.